Trolls! Even though you are stupid, I am strong! That's why I, Throgg, am the Troll King! And that's why I will lead you to victory! Sure, across the hill, there is a whole army of dwarves, but if you follow me, we will win for sure, and have their bones for breakfast! Ah!
Yeah, but I'm Super Hulk and I'm awesome and I can fly!
He does have a good point. Plus, he's not racist like Throgg. He won't even let me fight with him.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I am not racist. It's just river trolls, you stink like fish, and Stone Troll, you just go back to Long Island wargaming.
Dude, that's so not cool.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna follow some idiot in a cape? Or are you gonna follow Throgg, the Troll King?
Super Orc! Super Orc!
Yeah, bitches, I am the Troll King. Let's go kill some dwarves. Hey there, this is Malorian, and yeah, this is going to be a Warhammer Fantasy Battle Report that I was kind of looking forward to all week. Because a buddy of mine wanted to have a game, he wanted to try out some dwarves, and I thought, hey, let's kind of mix things up. We're going to take Super Orc, a whole bunch of trolls and stuff, and spiders, and we'll see what happens. So yeah, let's go over the armies. So on his side, this is going from his right side, he's going to have 16 warriors with great weapons. He's going to have a good-sized unit there of the Corlers. Then a 10-man unit of the Iron Drakes. He has a Gyro Bomber, a Grudge Thrower in the back, 20 or so Hammerers, because there's some empty bases there. Plus there is a Rune Lord. And then over here, there's 16 warriors with shields. There is the cannon. There's also a Dragon Slayer. And there's also a Dragon Slayer over by the Corlers, too. Just kind of missed him because he's up against the wall. And then finally over here, Gyrocopter and also an Organ Gun. So getting to my side, yeah, this is a good way to spend your core. Is it's a big old horde of 37 spiders. And yeah, go get them, boys. Otherwise, I got 8 river trolls and 8 regular trolls. And then there was a super orc there, 2 more units of regular trolls, 8 each, also a stone troll, and unfortunately I'm an idiot and I left 2 of my trolls at home, so I have the proxy with river trolls, but meh, that's not a big deal. Otherwise, we got regular battle line going on, just rolled up the 1, and just kind of threw down some terrain around just to kind of get stuff out there. So for the most part, looking at this, as we did the back and forth, I really didn't want to deal with those hammerers because they can really punch out a lot. And I was really worried about how I was going to deal with this on the left side because I would love to get those spiders in there and kill those war machines. But if that gyrocopter comes up and sprays me, yeah, I mean, already it is very difficult to keep all 4 units of trolls within range of the Super Orc General. And, you know, if I ever have them out there in the open, I could be taking a cannon to the face. A Grudge Thrower is always a problem. So, yeah, leadership will be a real issue. But my hope is to try and pick away at the side units and then only deal with the hammerers if I can get multiple units on them. So if we get first turn, we both roll 1s, and I finished deploying first, so luckily I got it. Didn't want to go through that extra round of shooting, but either way, when I was talking about the whole mess on the left side, he actually said, oh, the gyrocopter actually has the other gun, the one that does D3 strength 5 shots or whatever, so all of a sudden my spiders just don't give a damn, and they're just marching up. So, would have been nice the Vanguard, but that's what I get for not asking. Otherwise, hard to see the Stone Troll. He's on the other side of the woods there. Didn't fail any stupidities or anything, so I'm just kind of moving on up. On his turn over here, he tries to charge with the Dragon Slayer, and he fails. Otherwise, over here, he starts the misfire. So the organ gun rolls 2 shots and then 2 shots and does like nothing. The cannon misfires, the grudge thrower misfires, and yeah, pretty bad first turn. So there is a sprinkling of wounds. Like you did 1 to the river trolls, 1 to the regular trolls, but really that's it. And really looking at this, the way they moved up the gyrocopter, I can't charge the organ gun now, so that's unfortunate. But one of the things I see that I really like is where the gyro bomber is, because I'm pretty sure I can hit that guy and then overrun into the Iron Drakes and set up something pretty nice. So over here, I fail stupidity with one of the units. It's bound to happen. You know, I'm leadership 9, but if you roll enough stupidity tests without a re-roll, you're going to fail. Otherwise, the spiders go into the gyrocopter, and this would be a pretty easy win. Over here, the river trolls charge into the dragon slayer. That should be an easy win. And then I'm going to overrun into the cannon, which will keep super orcs safe. And then, hey, if those warriors want to charge me, whatever. And then over here, you can see what I was talking about, where I'm going to charge the gyro bomber, probably destroy it, overrun into the Iron Drakes, and the way that this is aligned, it actually would be a flank charge, so that's really going to cause him issues. Plus, he doesn't get to stand and shoot against me and all that mean stuff. So over here, I beat that gyrocopter and run him down, but I don't quite run off the board, so I could be in some trouble. Over here, just like I thought, he did some wounds to me, but I kill him and I go into the cannon, so that's great news. And otherwise, yeah, I had a stone troll run up to go and kind of just like redirect the hammerer, so if they really want to, they can charge them. And I'm really hoping that I can get 2 units of trolls on them at the same time. Would have really helped if that other unit of trolls wouldn't have failed stupidity, but whatever. We can't control that stuff, so I'm going to kind of set up the best I can. Of course, I beat up the gyro bomber, overrun into the flank of the Iron Drakes, and yeah, that's pretty bad for him because the Slayer can't see me, so he can't charge me. He's blocking the Quarrelers from rear charging me, and honestly, rear charging me with Quarrelers wouldn't really help him. I would just still kill him way too fast and wouldn't end up well. So over here, he countercharges me. I mean, he'll be like strength 4 and stuff, and that'll be nice. But he's going to fail his fear test, so he's hitting me on 6s. Otherwise, over here, he decides actually to charge this Slayer way over here at this unit. So I suppose that could have let the Quarrelers charge through, but he rolled like double 1s anyway, so no. Failed charge, and he still would have blocked. Otherwise, over here, he charges the Stone Troll, and that'll be a pretty easy win. And after everything else, yeah, the Stone Thrower, I believe, kills a few spiders this turn. I beat the crap out of those warriors, do a wound to the cannon. I can't chase the warriors because it's, stubborn and all that stuff in the cannon, so I'm stuck there. Yeah, this really went out bad because with the hammerers, he beat up the troll, killed it off, and then reformed to face down here. Now, the way that worked then is that then I beat the Iron Drakes and pursued them far enough to hit the rear of the hammerers. And it was probably a little bit of a sloppy placement because the way it's set up, it's a dream for me. I can get trolls in the front, there's trolls in the rear, and I can get trolls in the flank too. So yeah, this is what it looks like overall. There are the great weapon guys coming over, but I'm not overly worried about them so far. They're kind of slow and out of the way. Otherwise, yeah, I mean, his Quarrelers went and tried doing some shooting at my trolls. It failed stupidity, but it's long range. It's in the woods, so not too much you can do there. But yeah, it's about to get bad for the dwarves. So yeah, here's a super mega charge time. So the river trolls, of course, are still fighting. I have the 3 units of trolls on hammers. And remember, they're striking last, so my initial 1 will be first. And yeah, my strength 5 will be killing on 3s because that'll go right through their heavy armor. So this is going to be really bad. Super Orc was actually within 22 inches to charge the shield warrior, so I went for the charge, just hoping that they'd run off the board, but they just rolled like 4 inches and stayed on, but meh, what can you do? Otherwise, yeah, those hammerers got the crap kicked out of them. The cannon was destroyed. I killed the hammerers to a man, and then the rune lord broke, and I wasn't able to catch him. Now, I'm not really sure how I was supposed to handle the unit in the back. I think I could have reformed them, but nah, whatever. It's going pretty good at this point. I'm not going to complain and nitpick. So otherwise, this is what the board looks like. The spiders aren't in combat yet with the organ gun. They just kind of moved over so that they'll be there next time. Plus, they're getting cover from the woods, so that's what they're trying to do. And yeah, like I said, the left flank is just completely dying. The Quarrelers aren't much of a threat, and those warriors are still pretty far away with the great weapons. So he is able to charge in one Slayer, but one Slayer really just doesn't do enough. And otherwise, this is what it looks like. So both of his units, his Shield Warriors and his Rune Lord, both rallied. So that's nice because he's been having some pretty bad dice for fear tests and all the rest of it. I, of course, killed the Slayer, and that was actually pretty nice because now that allowed me to reform and face the Great Weapon Warriors. So on my turn, I have the spiders into the organ gun, and I have the river trolls into the shield warriors. And over here, I have these guys into these great weapon warriors. And again, he's striking last, so I can do a doozy onto them before they even get the swing. And just for giggles, normally I wouldn't do this because it's kind of, you never know what these guys are going to be set up with. But I thought, let's do this. He kind of taunted me. He said, come on, Super Orc. You really want to see what a real fight is? And okay, let's do this. Super Orc charges in. So over here, I do 2 wounds to Organ Gun, but it's stubborn. The River Trolls go and smash that unit and run off the board as they run them down. Over here, yeah. I only actually beat them by 1, but of course he fails his test and I run him down, so that's even worse. And over here, he's actually a little bit of a badass. He has, like a really good armor save. He had +1 toughness, +1 wound. He had -1 to hit. So I only do 1 wound to him. He does one wound back, so I win with the charge. He breaks because that's just what he does. I run him down. I overrun into the Grudge Thor. And I mean, at this point, he has 2 engaged war machines and some Quarrelers that are just, yeah. So we decide to call it. But I really got to say that the real thing that failed in this game are the dice. He actually went through. He came in, and he didn't have any dice, so he bought some. And then as he kept on rolling garbage, he would just buy another pair of dice, and buy another pair of dice, and buy another pair of dice. And everything was doing so badly for him, just failing fear tests and rolling crap for the hits and the wounds, and it was pretty bad. But yeah, there's the game. So there you have it, a pretty big win for the Orcs and Goblins. And, here, right, it was supposed to be a really fun, crazy list, right? And I still think it is, right? You got Super Orc, I got no magic, my only character is flying around, I got 4 units of trolls, actually 5 if you count the single stone troll, but that's real leadership issues. I got the horde of spiders, so it's kind of a silly list, but something I should say, too, is that the dwarf list, he took that from what he's using for the little intro campaign we're doing right now, and I believe the rule is that all your units have to be under 300 points, so that's why he had some weird sizes like the 16s and all that stuff, whereas normally he would have been a little bit bigger and all the rest, but yeah, kind of a crazy game, and hope you guys like watching it. Bye.